Hey guys, hopefully you are doing well. We are now, at least in my area, a few weeks out of quarantine. It's been great going to restaurants, bars, being able to hang out with people more frequently. Hopefully, I can get to see my mom soon. But obviously, get to get haircuts and all that other fun stuff. So hopefully, you guys are all doing well too. What I want to talk today about is the C7 Z06 Corvette and when I think the prices are going to stabilize and when a good time would be to buy one. So just for some get this out there in front, I always sort of say this because someone always brings up, "Oh, well, I saw one for this much." Great, cool. I don't really care. So yeah, there's going to be outliers out there, and this is just sort of like my opinions and just sort of a generalized statement of where I think things are going to be. So it's definitely not any real, scientific method behind this, just sort of my thoughts. I guess the first thing I want to talk about then is to kind of look at the old prices, or the prices for the old models, and where they're at now in relation to kind of, where I think the C7Z is going to end up falling. So right now, looking just like on CarGurus, eBay, those, the normal size Craigslist, you can get a C5 Z06 for a little under $20,000. The 2001's obviously a little bit less because it didn't have the 405 horsepower that the 2002-2004 had. But in general, it's probably going to run you between 17 to 20 for a nice C5 Z06. C6 Z06s, currently I've seen them as cheap as $25,000, and then I've seen them also sell for upwards of $35,000. And, those ones seem to have stabilized pretty well. In current C7 Z06 prices are kind of all over the place. I know a lot of it's a little different because depending on when you're watching this, the C7 Z06 just went out of production, last year. So there are still a lot of 2019s out there, still have some factory warranty. Some of them are still new on lots, I think. I've seen used ones though go from anywhere from 48,000 all the way up to 75,000, and I'm not really sure what these cars are actually selling for. Online, everyone puts up their car for what they think it's worth, and it might just sit for a long time, but I don't really know what they're actually selling for, so I could be wrong on my sort of price range, but I know for a fact, I know people that, my friend has this car, I know some people who have picked up some C7 Z06 7-speeds for the low 50s right now, and I have seen other ones go on Corvette forums for like the 48 range, so that part I am pretty sure about. I just don't know about the high-end numbers right now, but those ones are obviously going to kind of come down. So the next thing before I get into what I think the actual target price range would be is some of the reasons why I think the C7 Z06 is obviously going to be a different buyer than the C8 Z06. So when the C8 just in general came out, the C7 Z06, I'm just going to actually call it the C7Z at this point. The C7Z prices started to really fall. But the C6Z prices, they kind of just maintain their sort of slow decline. Because again, it's two different buyers that are going for those type of cars. So the person who's looking to spend $110,000, let's say in theory, for a C8Z, isn't going to be the kind of guy who's interested in also looking at purchasing a used C7Z. So that part isn't going to actually affect the prices as much as just the C8 coming out, in my opinion. So once the C8 was officially announced, the C7Z prices just started to really decline. And that, kind of just the natural thing, cars just depreciate. I guess, should go without saying, but if you're watching this video, any car you're buying besides a few choice Ferraris and Porsches and some Lambos and other weird one-off exotics are gonna lose value, so you have to make peace with that. So I guess the next thing is, and don't kill me on this because this is just my opinion, and remember, I am a fan of the C7 Z06. I am looking to actually purchase one, so this isn't just me being a hater of being, having a C6Z, like, oh, those C7Zs suck. So again, this is, don't kill me on this one. But some of the things to consider is the C7Z wasn't actually sort of a widely appreciated car. It didn't take the leaps and bounds ahead of the C6Z that the C6Z did over the C5Z. It also had that really sort of embarrassing launch with the overheating issues at the track when they got all the new owners together, which GM still, as far as I know, hasn't really had an official fix for. They've just sort of changed up some things with like the fluids and things like that. I know the ZR1 kind of corrected those problems, but that's a whole different type of car that we're talking about. So that the C7Z wasn't quite as widely accepted, or people were as excited about it as they were with the C6Z. And I don't know if that's because people knew that the C7ZR1 was going to be kind of like the new awesome car, because I know when the C6Z came out, that was just amazing, leaps and bounds. And then they just sort of like hit us like, oh, one more thing, and then boom, C6ZR1. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but it was a kind of a lukewarm reception for the C7Z. I think also too, the weight factor. The other thing is that, I mean, I'm coming from, the import scene originally, so I love turbos and forced induction, but a lot of, the old school guys really prefer just the big, NA motor versus any sort of forced induction. So that's another thing that kind of works against it. Also just the weight of it, but the supercharged aspect of it isn't as big of a selling point to a lot of people. Besides, like me, I love it because it means you can make a lot more extra power a lot simpler. But that was one of the things, like the C6Z is like big, just big V8, naturally aspirated, and that was it's pure. So the C7Z did have some of its detractors. So that all being said, what is a good price for the C7Z06? I think in the very near future, $40,000 to $45,000 is going to be a very solid price. It's going to obviously still keep declining, but I think that's about where it's going to settle, where it's, instead of going like this, it's going to start just kind of like slowly declining. So I think if you can pick one up for the 40 to 45 range, I think you're going to be sitting pretty for quite a while. Kind of just going, my reasoning behind that is if you look at where the older models are, like I think the C5Z has pretty much bottomed out and it's always going to be roughly about, maybe a little under 20 grand. I think the C6Z is eventually going to settle around the $25,000 range. I don't think it's going to drop much more than that because, it's a lot of car to get for like under 25,000, but I do think 25 is sort of the basement of that, and we're going to start to see that one soon. I do think the C7Z in, say, 5 to 10 years, you're easily going to see, the 30 to 35 range. But I think that's going to be, again, 5 to 10 years. So if you're waiting that long, then, are you really in the market for it now? Because, you're never going to get something. It's like selling stocks and buying stocks. It's like, oh, I wish I'd buy Apple when it was like, like $100 or whatever, and now it's like $500. And, it's the same kind of thing. It's like you're never going to get it in the exact perfect moment. So just get it and enjoy it. So with that all being said, hopefully that was a little helpful to anyone out there that's looking to, purchase a C7Z06 and just isn't sure when to pull the trigger, kind of what price range to be looking at. So other than that, again, hopefully you guys are, as you start to roll out out of the quarantine, things are going to start opening up. Hopefully you guys are doing well, and I will see you next time.